they said that we couldn't do. Oh yeah, I ain't living with regrets. Ain't no limits, ain't no rest. They want money, power, respect. I want more, I wanna be blessed. We want the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the blessing. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Kill it every day up in the morning. It's a blessing, so I do it for the glory. Hey, the glory. Hey, the glory. Hey, you know I do it for the glory. Hey, the glory. Hey, hey, when I do it, yeah, I do it for the glory. For the real, I know how they used to feel. Now I'm here up in the field, making these moves, making these deals. I make something out of nothing. I ain't bluffing, no discussion. Look at the numbers, I've been hustling. Little rough around the edges, still I made it though. Still I just been laying low. Man, I just feel grateful though. I know where I come from, man, I ain't alone. Yeah, and I feel so blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. And I'm with the day unos. They don't ride to the death. We got the legacy. We got the hope and we bring in the remedy. Working it steadily. We want the glory. We want the glory. If I do it, I'ma do it for the glory. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for me.
Live from DeVos Fieldhouse on this snowy Holland evening. And no place I'd rather be than calling a doubleheader with Mike Coleman here on DeVette Van Wieren Court. First one today here at 5:30, just in a few minutes. We got Hope College women's team taking on the Bulldogs of Adrian. And then after that, of course, the rivalry. Hope Calvin men's basketball at 7:30. Mike, it's going to be you and I all evening long, baby.
Yeah, let the marathon begin. College basketball, nothing better than being here at DeVos Fieldhouse on this Wednesday night as we get set. Well, Matthew, we've got Adrian, the Bulldogs. They're 3-4 in conference. They haven't played the likes of Trine yet, and they certainly haven't played Hope until tonight. But they come in at 4-12, and maybe an upstart team. It's going to be a tall test for Adrian, no doubt about it. They've lost 54 straight to Hope College over the years, probably one of the longest tenures in college basketball. Brian Morehouse, in his 29th season with Hope, has never lost to the Bulldogs, and Hope College running on cylinders right now.
Yeah, that Adrian team, 4-12 this year, and they are 3-4 in the MIAA. Just there, and it kind of looks like a three-team race, if I'm right. It's obviously at the top, it's Trine, and that's men's and women's. Trine 14-2, 7-0 in conference. Hope College 13-3 and 6-1 in conference, and Calvin at 10-7 and 6-2 in conference. Everybody else just kind of middling in the middle there, and this Adrian team is just like that, just 56 points a game. They struggled offensively, and they're averaging just under 20 turnovers a game. So you look for this team to be able to come into Hope and hopefully catch Hope off guard.
Well, that's absolutely true. You look at the numbers. You're right, Adrian being kind of a middle-of-the-pack team, and they may win a game, pulling out against somebody higher ranked than them. But this is a game certainly that Hope College can take advantage of. Adrian, they don't shoot very well. Like you said, they don't score a lot of points, and they turn the ball over. That's a bad combination. You have to play perfect basketball to be the likes of a 16th ranked Hope College women's basketball team in the nation.
And Hope College is coming off the win on Saturday, 80-67 against Alma on the road. And then Adrian coming off a win against St. Mary's, 70-57. St. Mary's, a team near that bottom, just 1-6 in conference this year, just above Kalamazoo College, who's winless in the MIAA.
Well, you look at Adrian's game, they were down 4 at the half, and you got to give them credit. They outscored St. Mary's by 17 in the second half. They shot 42% for the game. That's a good number for them. The Hope game against Alma, they won by 13, but it was over by halftime. So a lot closer. It looked closer than it really was.
Let's throw it over to Darren Dicemars. The starting lineups. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America with the singing of our national anthem, please welcome Hope College senior, Miss Megan Barta.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here in the campus of Hope College for today's MIAA contest between the Bulldogs of Adrian College and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here tonight's starting lineups. First for the Bulldogs at 1 forward, a 5'6" sophomore from Rochester Hills, number 5, Caitlin Otto. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 6-foot freshman from DeWitt, number 10, Anna Richards. At 1 forward for the Bulldogs, a 5'10" junior from Caledonia, number 10, Morgan Babb. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" junior from Byron Center, number 25, Sydney Viss. Starting at center for the Bulldogs, a 5'11" junior from Livonia, number 11, Aubrey Hicks. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6'2" freshman from DeWitt, number 20, Leah Richards. Starting at 1 guard for the Bulldogs, a 5'5" senior from Riverview, number 20, Kylie Skidmore. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'6" senior from Midland, number 11, Jada Garner. And at the final guard spot for the Bulldogs, a 5'6" junior from Lansing, number 24, Darby Leinerth. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutch, a 5'6" senior from Lake City, number 23, Olivia Bellows. Adrian College is coached by Sam Miller. Hope College is coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials this evening, Earl Beatty, Tom Berry, and Tim Swain.
Back here at DeVos, we got the beginning of a fun one here. A couple new people in that starting lineup, right, Mike? Of course, with Anna and Leah Richards, the freshmen from Lansing Catholic, and they've been fantastic this year.
They really have, and I believe this is the first time this year that they have both been in the starting lineup. We talked about them in our last broadcast as freshmen, made an immediate impact on a Lansing Catholic. The hype is real, and now both those players get a chance to be in that starting lineup as Hope will start two seniors, 2 freshmen with the Richards sisters, and a junior.
And obviously, you know, Leah the forward and Anna the guard. Anna's just been awesome, just under 10 points a game, but man, she fills it up. She moves really well. Love the way she plays on ball, off ball, whatever that might be. And then Leah, of course, just being so good in that pick and roll offense whenever she needs to. And
coming off the bench most time, Leah Richards, she leads the teams in rebounding, so it's a good number for her minutes.
Leah gets tipped in the hands of Olivia Bellows, and it's going to be none other than Jada Garner lead up offense. Jada, the senior from Midland, just an unbelievable career here at Hope College so far. Of course, the returning MIAA Player of the Year last year, Anna, for 3. Yep. Hey, that's why I'm the starter.
Thank you, Anna Richards, for making us look good. Right on cue. Topside 3-ball. Count it.
Setting up offense here. That's Skidmore leading things up with the dish down to Babb. Babb, and it's stolen there by Bellows. Too fast for an easy 2. Yep, Hope is up 5-0 here early. Apologies, we're still getting that scoreboard on there for you. We will keep you guys posted. 5-0, 9:12 to play.
We'll verbalize it old school, Matthew. 5-0. Good start.
Hey, you have a little bit of experience with that, don't you?
A little bit.
Another steal. Leah Richards. Hope College leads 7-0, and that will be a timeout by Coach Sam Miller, who, and we're going to stay right here. Coach Sam Miller, just in his first season, is going to find some subs here on the bench. Those 2 early turnovers, just try not to let this get away from him so fast.
We talked about that in our pregame show. If you're Adrian, you don't shoot the ball well, you certainly don't want to commit extra turnovers. They average almost 20 a game, and that's not a good recipe.
Hope College here, of course, up 7-0. This is what they do. I mean, they play so well defensively. It's going to be hard for Adrian to try and stay in this game if you're turning the ball over like that. But with 20 turnovers a game, this has kind of been the story of everything for them, and they don't look all too surprised so far.
No, Sam Miller, tough task. He's taken over a team. Kate Morris was the coach for a long time, 26, 27 years, almost as long as Brian Morehouse. But a switch over in the head coach department, and Sam Miller's got a mix of young and old players, but I like the local product, Morgan Babb. We haven't called her name, but she's from Caledonia, Grand Rapids area, and she's one of the leading scorers and really one of the leaders on this young Bulldogs team.
With that first time out, 7-0 is the Hope College lead. We got an even 9 minutes to play here at DeVos.
Hope coming in, winning 9 of last 10. Adrian's lost 6 of their last 7.
That's Otto, the ball handler. Gets it down to Hannah Lish. And they're going to say that's a turnover on Lish. The 3rd of the game already for Adrian.
And 3 straight. Adrian has not attempted a field goal. That just shows you kind of pressure that Hope can provide defensively.
Top of the key is Leah Richards. Out to the wing, Garner. Garner gets a step. And she's going to be fouled on the way up.
I think it's going to be on Hannah Lish, her first. One thing about Jada Garner, Matt, she had a slow start. Just 8 points a game in the first 8 games of the season. She's turned it on over 11.5 games in her last, 11.5 points a game in her last 8, and a 3-point shot. How about 10 of her last 15 from 3-point land in her last 8 games? That'll win you some.
I mean, when you look at the stat sheets, 55% from the field, 55% from 3. We talk about 50, 40, 90 players. She's 50, 50, 90. I mean, and a great free throw shooter at that at 78%.
5-tool player, as they call good baseball projects. Look at this defense.
Dribble. Yeah, that Hope defense, that on ball has been awesome and a staple of Coach Morehouse's defense for years. A good move down there and a pass for a 2-point basket, and that's going to be Aubrey Icks, the junior from Livonia, and 2 points now. 9-2 is the Hope College lead.
It's got to be good for Adrian. By the way, Morgan Babb before that basket, good move in the paint, just couldn't get it to go down.
This a shot just off the backboard. Rebound after scrounging around. It's going to be in the hands of Caitlin Otto. Now to head up offense. Here's Leinerth. Darby Leinerth, the junior from Lansing. That's Potterville High School. And a nice 3-point look there by Hannah Lish, the freshman.
Beautiful release. Good practical 3-ball. That one looked good from here. Adrian's just got to settle down. Limit those turnovers, run their offense.
Driving, that's the strength that she plays with. That one's just off the mark. In transition, here's Adrian. Babb is doubled down there. It's almost stolen by Viss. Babb, kind of an awkward shot up there. Rebound brought down by Leah. Here's Garner, driving with space. Leah Richards thought about it. Viss thought about it. Here's Bellows driving now with space. She's fouled on the way up. I think that one's going to be on Morgan Babb.
Boy, Bellows is just fearless. Not a big frame, but she's a slasher. Sold the fake with a head fake, worked baseline, and Hope College goes to the line a lot.
They do, and they've been pretty successful so far as a team. And Petrolia's checking in the game now. Redshirt freshman. See the transfer.
She's settled in too, trying to find her way with the team as the first one rolls off. You know, as a newcomer, she's really a freshman, even though she spent a year with Loyola Chicago. Didn't get a lot of minutes, so her progression has been interesting to watch.
Bellows gets the second to go. Hope College now leads 10-5.
Wow.
So instead of the foul call, it looks like there's some deliberation right here in front of us. They're just saying that Darby Leinert stepped out of bounds, so no foul on Anna Richards. It will be another turnover on Adrian.
Sam Miller, head coach for Adrian, chirping at the official on the far side.
Dribble handoff. Here's Bellows, top of the key. Talk about how quick she is. Knife into the basket. And that one's with the putback by Leah Richards. And in my conversations with Olivia, you know, she's just mentioned she's really trying to get more and more comfortable with that left, with her drive, being able to put her right foot in the ground and finish through the basket. She's been successful this year, but I know that she's somebody that's just not satisfied, knows how much better she can be. Nice dish down to Leah. Leah Richards can't get that one to go.
I had to give her my program before the game. She saw it in my hand. She goes, "Hey, I think I'm in there." I said, "Of course you're in there. No, the picture." So I said, "Keep it. I have more." Assist Coleman.
10-5 here is the Hope College lead. We got 6:38 to play here in the first quarter. Heading up offense, that's Kylie Skidmore, the senior from Riverview. It's around the horn here for Adrian. Nice dish down, and it's a tie-up between Petrolia and Babb. And it will remain here with Hope College. Checking in now, the sophomore Brunsberg from Chaska, Minnesota.
Yeah, one of the few Minnesota players to play for Brian Morehouse, and she's good offense, great three-point shooter. She comes in averaging 6 points a game.
She's good for a couple of threes a game.
Sure is.
That's in there with Maynard. We forgot to call her name, the sophomore, of course, from Jenison. We have loved what she's been able to do. She's so strong with the basketball, heading up offense, setting things up for Hope. She's been fantastic in both her seasons so far.
Her freshman year last year, she was just comfortable from day one. Came in, got a light of playing time, which is rare for a Brian Morehouse team.
And just defensively, the effects that she made, you know, she's never filled up the stat sheet on offense, but she's always just been that bulldog that's been able to make a stop defensively. Bellows picks up her dribble. They're going to get a tie-up down there. It's going to stay here with Hope College. 10-5 is still the Hope College lead. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
No, it's good. You look at the 7-0 lead that Hope had in the first 2 minutes. Things have settled down. Adrian just one turnover since the opening three, and they've actually outscored Hope the last 3 or 4 minutes.
6 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Bellows, three-point try. Yeah, nothing but nylon.
Oh, you can't give her a step. She's so smooth. Topside three, second of the night for Hope.
Looks like that's Grayson Guy coming here, scorer's table to check in. It's in the wing. Nice moves around the corner there. For Adrian, it will remain Adrian basketball. Looks like that's just off Leah Richards. And here comes Grayson Guy. Grayson Guy, the sophomore from Petoskey. Mike, you got to be here for all my Michigan landscape, right? You got to tell me where every city is. I think I can find out where Petoskey is.
Well, if full disclosure, I lived there for 10 years, so for $2.50, I will disclose that information.
Can you tell me where to get a root beer?
It is. I can tell you where to get a root beer. It's right on Little Traverse Bay, about an hour south of the bridge, right on Lake Michigan. Nice area.
Team's third.
Mike's always got to do my Michigan geography to me. Indiana me, not from here, yeah. I can take you around central Indiana through 465 all day, but...
Well, Indiana's a different cat. You point where Indianapolis is and everything. That's like the hub of the wheel, yeah. Isn't it?
Everything circles around that, but here in Michigan, I mean, you got 4 different worlds, east side, west side, UP, Traverse City.
That is a fact.
Can't keep it all together. Maynard misses the front end. 13-5 is the Hope College lead. We got 5:24 to play here in the first. Gets the second to go.
A little full court pressure now, Matt, by Hope College defensively.
It's Richards on ball. Nice dish down. Brunsburg getting to that help side. It's a dish down to Ix. Ix and a dish out for the three-point try is off the mark by Darby Leinerth. Here comes Maynard with pace, pushing it. Picks up her dribble, gets it off to Brunsburg. Petrolia with a step, steps up for her two-pointer, off the mark.
That was a good little stop pop from 15 as Brian Morehouse imploring his team to move the basketball.
And Mike, in a few games, I mean, we've called several of these games so far this year. What have you seen from Petrolia, the way she's been able to initiate offense for Hope, but to be in addition to this team, of course, the transfer from Loyola?
Well, it's always tough. I mean, you had a very young team last year for Hope, and this year it's a little bit more experienced, but she's coming in really, even though she's not a freshman, as a freshman, trying to find your way, finding your shot in minutes. And it just took her a while, I think, to find her sea legs, but now she's a little more confident. She'll put up a shot or two, and I just think it takes a while to get a few games under your belt under a new system.
Right, and of course last year not having any of the experience, this year being a time when she's playing a lot of minutes, 18 to 20 minutes a game.
Right.
A Hope College team that's been demanding, played a lot of games. It's that three-point try again off the mark for Darby Leinerth.
And I think to your point for Petrolia, she's more productive off the bench. I think that takes pressure off her. She was a much heralded high school recruit, went to Loyola, and averaging almost 4 points a game more off the bench than she does as a starter.
Petrolia here, local from Hudsonville High School.
Yep.
Many good basketball teams come out from there, and there she is for three. Yep, confidence.
There you go. Got the lead pass as a trail.
Maybe she heard us.
Well, I hope so. That's been a hot spot. X marks the spot, top of the lane.
17-5 now. Hope College leads with 4 to play here in the first quarter.
Nice 10-point run, 7-point run by the Dutch.
On the drive, there's Ix. Once again, we're going to keep you going with that radio play here. Mike Coleman, plenty of years calling radio basketball. Tune in on my dial, 91.3, so I can hear you on my drive home from work.
Well, you have to describe everything. Which way the wind's blowing, not so much in basketball, but football, things, baseball, things of that nature.
That would be one of my favorite things. I'd come home from Hope. I'd be driving through Mishawaka, Indiana.
Oh, my goodness.
I'd catch a Mishawaka football game for about an hour there. Listen to the local radio guy. I loved it.
Oh, man. Good stuff. Yeah, was able to do radio for a long time, still do on a limited basis, but there's nothing like a video stream. A little bit different animal that you well know, Matt.
What a fantastic job this Hope Athletics video department has done, and on this live stream as we're excited to be here with you for the 5:30 game, and that's a steal by Anna Richards. She can't get that one to go, so they're going to head up offense. 19-5, Hope College leads here in the first, 3:39 to play. Anna driving with space. Stop. Nice pivot. Easy two.
See,
21-5.
That's a senior move by a freshman. She stopped on a dime, flipped over to the right, little 5-foot floater in the lane.
Can you say you see flashes of Kennedy Schoonville?
Oh, my goodness. Good input on that.
The ill-advised pass there, and the trap by Hope College forces Skidmore into another turnover. So that's Garner coming back in the game. Brunsburg and Maynard are out, and that's Viss as well, the starter.
Yeah, 9 turnovers in the first quarter is not going to do the job if you're Adrian. They've got to shore up the basketball, and only shooting 29%.
Hope College leads 21-5 with 3:10 to play. That one's deep by Petrolia, but Garner fights for it. Who else? Dish down to Leah Richards for 2. So strong.
Yeah, she just muscled it right up. She went reverse layup when she had a body all over her. Used the high window for the sweet kiss.
It's great to see 2 freshmen here, of course, getting the start together. And Leah and Anna, who you can already see the future of Hope College women's basketball in their hands. There's a 3-point try off the mark. That one taken by Caitlin Otto. Rebound in the hands of Adrian. There by Liner. And Petrolia with the steal. Dish out. Leah Richards in transition. Squares up to the basket. She's fouled on the way up by Ix.
That might be I think that's on Morgan Babmath, and if that's the case, that's their leading scorer with 2 personal fouls in this first quarter. That is danger zone as Ix checks in, and it is. Bab's going to sit down.
So Bab coming out of the game. Good call. 23-5 here. It's the Hope College lead. 2:21 to play here in the first.
Bab leading set 2 from the field, and just 1 3 ball by Adrian, just having trouble getting going.
Leah Richards gets the first to go. Hope now leads 24-5.
Hope College first in the MIAA, 71% free throw shooting team, and 10th in Division III in free throws per game. They go to the line a lot, like we said.
Leah missed the second. Yeah, this is the Hope College team, averaging 76 points a game, just giving up 57, and they're all but on mark for that. So there's another turnover opportunity. Hope College with a chance again. Bellows, nice move. Rims out. Rebound by Garner. Who else? Can't get that one to go.
She came crashing in from the free throw line. Great timing. Just rimmed around. Good effort, though, by the Dutch.
Man, Garner just been so good for 4 years here. Remember watching her just continue to progress. She was the one that kind of in that Maynard role. You would see her come in off the bench, play really good minutes on a couple of those really talented Hope teams from the last 2 years.
Yeah, I remember her freshman year. Not a lot of offense, but comfortable at the top side. Distributed, played good defense, everything that was asked of her, because really, when she was young, just starting, Hope had so many offensive weapons.
Absolutely, very similar to Maynard. Not filling up the stat sheet, but you can see how strong and tough she is as a sophomore. Good dish down to Leah Richards. Squares up, gets her own rebound. Dish out to Anna. Anna driving with space with her left. Yeah, that's pretty. 26-5 now. We got 1:20 to play in the first.
Boy, she just went up and over Tierman with authority and laid it up with the left hand.
That's Lish heading up offense. Dish out to Emma McElroy. In transition off the steal. 28-5 now off the Bellows too. Hey. I saw here for, who's that, McElroy, Van Buren Township, Washtenaw Christian. Where is Van Buren Township?
That's east side.
Far east?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Find me there from Port Huron.
Okay. We'll put the research department on it.
28-5 here at DeVos Fieldhouse. And we got 1 minute to play as Adrian calls timeout. And Mike, we got an exciting matchup. You and I are going to be together the next 4 hours, so we got to keep things fun and interesting here.
As Ernie Banks used to say, the long-time Hall of Famer for the Cubs shortstop, let's play 2. We get to call 2 today. Nothing bigger than the rivalry game coming up.
Of course, if you're listening, you're excited just as us. Hope playing Calvin here in men's basketball tonight. Really exciting matchup. Both those teams just could not be more even. 9-6 and 9-6. Calvin played a little tougher non-conference. We'll have a big opportunity to talk about that as you're pulling up the map here for me. So show me here, Washtenaw. You said Ypsilanti.
Right, so east side, so Washtenaw Township is by Ann Arbor.
Okay.
And it's about a 93-mile drive to Port Huron, which is up that east side.
That one's stolen there, and Bellows again, and that's an and one there. The foul by Ix. After a great defensive possession by Garner.
You know, you go on a 23-point run, you pull away early. Hope can wear down teams with their depth, and this is danger time for Adrian.
30-5 is the Hope lead. Under a minute to play here in the first. That took us there with Caitlin Otto. Rochester Hills, not far, right? Rochester Hills not far from Ann Arbor, right? 30 minutes?
Closer to Ann Arbor than Port Huron for sure.
Okay.
Well, you got some plans in Washtenaw Township that we don't know about?
No, I've been to a Michigan game or two.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep track of all these areas.
A growth mindset is what we call that, man. Always trying to learn.
What you need is you want us to go to Wisconsin. You can follow us all around Wisconsin, am I right?
Yeah, my roots are in Wisconsin, so.
It's a tough pass down there by Ix. Trying to find Otto. It's batted out of bounds by the Dutch. We'll stay here with Adrian. We got a couple subs in there as well. It's Brooklyn Roback coming in the game. Katie Blasey here for Hope. Top of the key here for Adrian. Out to the right side, a good shot there by Lish. Rebound brought down by Blasey. Blasey, the freshman, 6'1" from Franklin, Wisconsin.
Yeah, taking up space. I got a Wisconsin story in just a minute, but we have not seen Courtney Lee, the Fishers Indiana product. She was not in the starting lineup. We did not hear if she was hurt. I cannot tell, as the bench off to our right, if she is even dressed. We'll try and get some update on that for you.
Get some information on that. I did see she's not here so far, so see if we can find out here at halftime. Continue to fill you guys in as the game goes on. 24 seconds to play here in the first quarter. It's been all Dutch, 31-5. Blasey hits the second.
Yeah, one of those big bodies. 7 players for Brian Morehouse, over 6 foot, the freshman out of Franklin, Wisconsin. By the way, just on the outskirts of Milwaukee, if you're curious.
Milwaukee just on the other side of the lake.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Sometimes you can see the lights.
Sometimes you can.
If you're in a spot on Lake Michigan that's got no light pollution.
How about that?
I know about light pollution. I took astronomy class in high school.
There you go.
We got to stay here on the Vet Van Weeren court a little bit more. We don't want the powers that be to be hearing all our light pollution.
No, it's basketball and other meaningless information that we provide. But boy, you call a game in Wisconsin. I did a lot of games for Hope College men's over the year, doing a Wisconsin road trip. Some of those names, my old broadcast partner Adam Prince, he's like, "How do you know these?" I said, "Well, my folks are from here, but some of those names you got to take a nap after. Economowalk and watch, Sheboygan."
I think we've called enough CCIW conference games, and a nice move. The drive there by Garner. That's the end just of the first quarter. 34-7 is the Hope College lead. Let's take a quick break, Mike. We'll be right back to talk about that first quarter here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Hope College is where academic greatness and a vibrant Christian tradition give students a foundation to pursue their passions and chase their life's calling. Hope ranks near the top nationally for undergraduate research, innovation, and value. Hope College is preparing students for a life of leadership and service. Learn more at hope.edu.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse. And hey, these fans are starting to file in here to see this 34-7 game with Hope College leading, and of course with the men's game against Calvin coming up at 7:30. We'll be on that broadcast as well. But here in that first quarter, Mike, we're back in on the action. What are some things you saw from Hope that you can be really excited about if you're a Dutch fan?
The first and only stat that matters if you're Sam Miller for Adrian, the head coach, is the fact that his team has committed 14 turnovers, which has led to 26 Hope points. So that's the ball game right there. Sometimes shooting comes and goes, but Hope's bottleneck defense has really created their offense so far in this first quarter.
Hope College shooting 54.5% from the field, 3 for 3 from three-point range, and 7 of 11 from free throws. Wow, shooting 11 free throws in that first quarter.
Yeah, and not only that, but the volume. Hope has 12 more field goal attempts in the first quarter than Adrian did, so they're having trouble just hoisting it towards the basket.
Bellows leads all scorers with 11. It was an assist machine as she just cut to the basket on so many plays. That one's just off the mark there by Babb.
Yeah, good point.
Another rebound in transition for Hope.
Slashing to the basket, 18 points in the paint for the Dutch in that first frame.
It's the drive and kick. Throw back to Brunsberg, off the mark, but Blasey gets the rebound. She's going to work now on Babb. Yeah, I love that move.
How comfortable was she? She got off the mid-post a little bit, but it didn't hurt her. She hit it off the high window.
Another turnover by Hope. Petrolia, three-pointer with confidence. 39-7 is the Hope College lead.
She has such a nice release, does Petrolia. Really comfortable corner pocket, three-point bingo.
And it feels, Mike, like these games are just as important, where you might be playing a team like Adrian Hope, just about a 30-point favorite in this game. If you're looking at things from that standpoint. But for Coach Morehouse to be able to have these opportunities to get other players in the game that might not be playing as much with Courtney Lee unavailable, where some of his starters not playing as much, what can you get from Blasey? What can you get from Roback?
Right.
What can you get from Grayson Guy?
Right, because as you know, if you played sports, you're always going to have injuries. You're always going to have situations where you've got to be ready, and Brian Morehouse taking advantage of this. You get a lot of underclassmen that get a lot of valuable minutes, and when it comes down to crunch time, his comfort level is increased by the fact that he feels he can go deeper. And there's a good chance for players to rise to the top that aren't starters and maybe don't get a lot of minutes.
Hicks gets both free throws to go 39-9. It's the Hope College lead. Hicks hailing from Livonia. I believe that's Northeast Grand Rapids.
Livonia?
Yeah.
It is not. That's Metro Detroit.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Everything's a teachable moment.
Growth mindset.
Indiana lad just wants to learn, folks. We got
out on the right wing. There's Petrolia. What am I thinking of?
Don't know. Does it start with an L?
It does.
Livonia, Caledonia, Livonia?
No.
All right. I'll think about it at 3 in the morning. I'll text you.
Here's Maynard. Out of bounds now. 39-9. The Hope College lead. Time expiring. Petrolia. Oh. Yeah. Why not? Everything's falling for her.
She had a millisecond to deliver right off her left foot. Membership bounds.
Petrolia with 8 points here so far. Going the other way. Tough shot there for Adrian. Rebound brought down by Brunsberg. Maynard with pace. Out to Brunsberg, driving with space. Didn't get called for the travel. Looks like the...
That's okay. Might have got away with that one, but I love the slash. She stayed with it and laid it up.
Up offense, there's Skidmore. Cross timeline, guarded by Maynard. It's Maynard, Roback, Petrolia, Blasey, and Brunsberg in here.
Look at Maynard disrupting deep in the backcourt, 38 feet from the basket, and Sam Miller wants the timeout for Adrian.
So Sam Miller's going to call a timeout. 43-9. It's the Hope College lead. We got 7:40 left until halftime. Looks like that's a 30-second timeout. Why don't we stay right here? Can you show us what the stat sheet's showing us here, Mike? 43-9, and that Hope College offense. Of course, we talked about Bellows with 8, Bellows with 11, Petrolia with 8. What else are you seeing that stands out there?
Well, we talked about points in the paint. We talked about points off turnovers. Hope at times can be a good three-point shooting team. A little inconsistent more than last year, but they're 4 for 5 from the field, and they're 12 of 22 in two-point field goals. So that's a phenomenal number, doing parts of the high proximity shots are getting down low. And everybody's getting into the act. If it isn't there in the middle, they kick out. Well, when you start making some three balls too, that really discombobulates the defense. Do we bottle downside? Do we spread out? I'd hate to have to guard Hope if I was a head coach.
It's a good point, and you want them to continue to get that confidence there, coming off that loss with Trine. And man, it's Trine men's, Trine women's. They are just unbelievably dominant.
Yeah, they are.
7-0 in the MIAA on the women's side, undefeated as well on the men's side, and they have just been so good.
Hope women actually played pretty well against Trine. Thunder pulled away at the end, but that's going to be an interesting rematch coming up in a couple weeks or so.
Bab shots off the mark. It's going to bounce in the hands of Caitlin Otto. They're setting up offense now as Bab again. Stop at about 12 feet, picks up her dribble.
Shot clock, I think, was kind of wonky. Well, it's really killed Adrian too, Matt, is that Morgan Babb on the bench at the moment with 2 personal fouls. Oh, she's back in the game. She's been a non-factor in this game offensively, their leading scorer.
Maynard almost gets the steal there to get the ball into Lish. Here's Skidmore driving up on Blasey. Oh, might have just got her a little bit on the way up. Let's see who they get this foul is going to be on Blasey.
Yeah, good effort by Skidmore. Went baseline, drew 3 white jerseys, went into a whole lot of contact, had a chance to go to the line. She shoots the most free throws of anybody on this Adrian team. 69 free throws in 15 games. That's a healthy number, shooting 67% on the year.
Skidmore misses the first.
Unfortunately, Adrian last in the MIAA of 9 teams, just 62% from the charity stripe. They go to line a decent number.
He gets the second to go. And the other way, here's Maynard heading up offense. Out in the corner there to Brunsberg, and back to the top. Here's Maynard driving, knifing through that defense. She gets it out to Brunsberg. Brunsberg three-point try, off the mark. Rebound brought down by Ix. And here comes Adrian in transition. Down to Babb, easy two, and she's fouled on the way up. That's checking in the ball game there. That foul is going to be on. I believe that's Lily Miller, junior from Norton Shores. I can take you to Norton Shores.
There you go.
Muskegon area. Pretty much Lakeside. I can help you out on Lakeside.
Strong on the west side.
I'm trying to think of what I was thinking of in Grand Rapids.
Well, you should, if you need any help with the west side, my lovely bride sitting to our right, she knows all about the west side. It's the best side, as she says. Boy, I tell you, from a production standpoint, I love that rim microphone, Matt. It just really adds some element to the broadcast. As you heard that one pong off.
Gets that one to go there for Babb. 43-11.
Got to get Babb in the offense. You got to feed the big. Babb, solid ball player out of Caledonia. Now we see his own employed by the Bulldogs.
Left side, there's Anna Richards. Hasn't played a ton here. The hot start in the game now, and that's going to be a travel. Her first minutes there, the freshman from Rochester, that's Sarah LaPrairie.
And she's getting a few more minutes as the season goes along. So that's good to see.
Heading up offense here for Adrian. There's Lish. Top of the key to Babb. Like you said, get Babb going a little bit more. She drives there on Lily Miller. Lily Miller gets her second foul of the game.
So initiating contact for the second time down the court. Babb will go to the line, where she is a 69% free throw shooter. As Leah Richards checks in, and checking out will be Lily Miller. Boy, just look at the size of this lineup. Lily Miller 6'2", Leah Richards 6'2", Petrulia 6'1", Courtney Lee 6 foot, Blasey at 6'1", and Anna Richards at 6 foot.
I don't know where Coach Morehouse finding 6'1" on trees, I guess.
I guess. You get
the recruiting process. What a fantastic job they've done, as well as Coach Cust.
You bet.
That team. And what they've built here, as Babb gets those 2 free throws to go for Adrian.
The culture is just incredible. You don't win 3 national championships, 2 by Morehouse by accident.
Nice three-pointer, the freshman, Anna Richards, cannot be stopped.
Yeah, she's incredible. She can slash, really comfortable with a deep ball, and she just, beautiful stroke. Hope College lighting it up from downtown.
Anna's got 10. Skidmore now driving, probing, trying to find, there's Lish, left side, off the mark. Rebound brought down by Leah Richards. Garner here. Setting up offense, gets it out to LaPrairie. 3-point try, yeah, hey. LaPrairie gets that one to go.
She's 5 of 7 from deep on that make, so she can fill in. She was comfortable.
Here's Babb, top of the key. And that's on the right side, there's Ix. And Otto now on the drive. It looks like she's fouled. They're going to get that one on the floor.
Okay, Matt, here's what we're seeing from Adrian. They're starting to try and penetrate more off the dribble, trying to make things happen, because the wing and the top side, you're getting so much pressure defensively that Sam Miller wants his players to try and beat Hope defensively off the dribble.
That's fantastic, and that's that basketball coach in you. You always say that you couldn't have done, but hey, no, I see that you could coach high school basketball.
I have no analysis. I just like to repeat the obvious.
That's not what I hear. That's the miss there by Caitlin Otto.
Takes the pressure off. But Hope College shooting 60% in this game, 75% and 6 of 8 shooting from 3. Just not only that, but just 1 turnover. That's a coach's dream right there, Matt.
Otto gets the second one to go. We got 5 minutes to play here in the second, and we got a treat for you at halftime. Coach Ryan Doro, the new Hope College head baseball coach, he's going to come on for a few minutes, have a conversation with me here in his first season. Of course, the Adrian grad.
Boy, good timing.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not sure if he's heartbroken about this or not, but he is happy to be a Dutchman, and so we'll be excited to talk to him a little bit about this upcoming season. Of course, a little bit about his career as well.
I ran into Stu Fritz, longtime Hope College men's baseball coach. Last game, I said, Fritzy, you look good. I said, do you miss coaching? He says, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Do I miss it right now? No. He says, I'm having a lot of fun. I said, are you filling up your schedule? Oh, yeah.
It's good to hear. He's in the fall. I saw him ride his bike pretty much every day down the lakeshore. So
one of the best cats you will ever meet. I had a chance to call a walk-off home run by Robbie Sturzma to give Fritzy, I think it was his 300th or 600th career win, but
it was 300. I remember.
It was just classic that number went down with well, Sturzman did all the work, just for the record, but it was great to call. Fritzy, he's a classic.
Robbie Sturzman, just a fantastic career he had at Hope. Of course, graduating last year.
You bet.
And Coach Fritz, of course, had the honor of getting to play for him as well here at Hope College. And that's the rebound brought down by Garner here in transition. Dish out, La Prairie, 3-pointer. Get hot, stay hot.
How about Garner? She went into the land of the Giants, drew 4 black jerseys, kicked it out to the freshman, and finishes.
Drive there by Lish. It's out to Ix, top of the key. Almost stolen there by Viss.
Yeah, good poke away by Sydney, working hard defensively.
And it's been a diverse group of Dutchmen who've scored a lot this 52-point first half, as we've got Bellows with 11, Anna Richards with 10, Petrolia with 8, La Prairie with 6. I mean, it's anybody you want. That rebound's brought down by Leah Richards.
Great defense right down to the wire, forcing Adrian to take a poor shot.
On the left side, here's Anna Richards. Top of the key now to Garner. Garner cutting on Skidmore. Gets to Viss. Viss with strength. Dish out to Garner. Setting up offense here with 5 to play. Leah Richards' time expiring. Yeah, too strong.
Yeah, she just sold that with a big step to the right, and she used those long arms to get up and over. So great play by the freshman Leah Richards.
And I think here's Anna Richards in transition. Almost got the and one. Find herself at the free throw line. Hope College up 40 here on DeVette Van Wieren court. You know, see here in this replay there, nice look out there. La Prairie with 2 nice 3-point tries. Coming off the bench as a freshman, just getting comfortable.
Yeah, the open 3, and Hope taking advantage of that. It's fantastic. 7 of 9 from 3-point land. So La Prairie doing her point off the bench. How about 21 bench points for Hope in this one?
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, so many of them off turnovers, of course, capitalizing on those opportunities. So good in transition. Hope College just knew today, I mean, they were able to command it from the get-go and force Adrian to such bad positions. As Anna gets that free throw to go.
And just taking care of business, defeating the teams they're supposed to beat. Now, I would imagine teams like Albion, Alma once again, and Calvin are going to be a stern test for the Flying Dutch. And, of course, we had Trine once more. But like we say, these are the games you have to win. You have to set yourself up. And so far, so good for the Dutch.
And we're looking at this MIAA, around the MIAA too, Mike. We've got a couple other games going on. It's Alma Kalamazoo College going to be later. And then Olivet at Trine. Trine been so dominant. And then there's St. Mary's and Albion. All those games are 7 p.m. starts.
Yeah, we'll try and give you some updates on those as well.
Around the key, there's Brooklyn Roback driving now, sets up. A dish down there to Brunsburg. Here's Grayson Guy. Yeah, and they're going to get her for the travel. Just moved that right foot a little bit too early.
Yeah, but you like the motion. She set up down low, anticipating the feed, got it, and just shuffled her feet. But a rare turnover, just the second of the day for Hope College, taking care of the basketball.
Maynard almost gets a steal there. And Mike, you and I were talking about this MIAA for Hope and for the women's basketball team. On the women's side of things, it really looks like that three-team race. It's Calvin
at
6-2, Hope at 6-1, and of course trying undefeated. But those three teams, I think any of them really have the rosters to make a really deep run.
You bet, and especially Calvin. They were maybe down per se the last couple of years, but they really are new and improved, and should factor in.
And here's Brunsberg driving now, trying to get her best look. Gets it down to Grayson Guy with moves down there with her right. Yeah, nice move.
And that's the same exact move, carbon copy, the one she wanted earlier when she traveled, but they fed her down low and she's rewarded.
So in a game where Courtney Lee is absent, it's been a couple of those Hope College centers been able to come off the bench. If it's Blasey, if it's Guy, if it's Lily Miller, and of course Leah Richards. I think Coach Morehouse has enough that he can work with here.
You know, I've always been impressed. When you have a big, tall team like Hope does, you would think, well, maybe they don't move very well. Maybe they don't run, but most of these players can push the basketball. By the way, good basket by Morgan Babb for Adrian, her first field goal of the game.
And Mike, I did remember that Grand Rapids City. It's not Livonia, it's Ionia. That's what I was thinking of. So of course, thank you. The assistant sports information director, Mackenzie, giving us a hard time. Livonia, that's not on the west side. But no, I was thinking of Ionia.
You know Mackenzie, she's the best. You know she's listening in. She was a big help last broadcast. We've got an injury off to our right. Trying to get a number on that.
Looks like that's Rowe back there. She was hit in the face, it looks like, on another play as we see.
That is Brooklyn Roback, the senior out of Clarkston, Michigan.
Why don't we take an injury timeout?
Let's do that.
As they're deliberating things down there. We'll be back in a minute here.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
That was Brooklyn Roback. She's being tended there by head athletic trainer Tim Caberna. What a fantastic job he's done. Been doing it for years. Terrific job here at DeVos Fieldhouse. It's the drive there and the rebound. It's going to be brought down here by Bellows. We got 20 seconds to play here in the first half.
Good rip away by Babb defensively for the Bulldogs.
3-point try there. Looks like going to be off the hands of Adrian, so we'll stay here. We're all about wrapped up here in the first half. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have Coach Ryan Doro able to come on, talk a little bit about this upcoming Hope College season from him for the baseball team.
It's going to be interesting. First year expectations and see what he has, so it'll be good to hear that insight.
And Maynard gets that one to go as time's expiring, 62-16. That's the Hope College lead. So we're going to take a quick break, and Mike, we'll have Coach Ryan Doro back on the broadcast here in just a minute, and then we'll be back with some second half action here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget, Louie the Lightkeeper, to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner alongside head Hope College baseball coach Ryan Doro. Ryan, we sat down here a year ago.
Almost to the date.
Almost to the day. I don't remember who Hope was playing. We were talking about the upcoming season then. Of course, here in a little different position, you in the head coaching role here at Hope College. And just to lead us off, what has that experience been in the last year as you've kind of been welcomed in this Holland community and how things have been here in your first year?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, this community is something very special, and growing up 30 minutes down the road, I always knew that it was a special place to be, and you know, super thankful to be here, and obviously in a little bit of a new role, but still trying to get these guys ready to play.
What have been some of your favorite parts just being a part of campus so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, when we talk about like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like chapel has been an awesome experience. You know, that's something that we try and do weekly. That's kind of like a break in your day that I've enjoyed a lot. And just the campus life in general. I mean, I think we have a really cool, you know, atmosphere around here that's, you know, kind of rare, to be honest with you. It's super cool to see guys and students in general just come out there having a good time.
And hoping to see more of that tonight here with the rivalry game, of course. I think that's a game we'll see a lot of alumni here. Hopefully a huge student section as they're starting to file in here as well. And for you guys, Ryan, you guys start with a pretty tough schedule down in Florida. I know we had a chance to talk off air once, you know, kind of by design, playing some pretty tough teams down there. What would you like to see when you come back from Florida that kind of tells you, hey, we're heading in the right direction?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, like you said, by design, you know, scheduling some teams that are going to give us a challenge, and I think we have a ball club that's going to get a lot of other teams, you know, in that ranked position a challenge as well. You know, when you have the preseason schedule, to be able to schedule those teams that are ranked in the top 25, and also some of them receiving votes. You know, you see where you stand pretty fast, and then you come back home, and we look for areas to improve on.
Absolutely, and a team like you said, I mean, returning a few key players, of course, Trent Johnson, MIAA Pitcher of the Year last year and here in his senior season. And talking to him even in opportunities, it looks like he's really excited to kind of continue that, as well as Mason Belmore in his senior year. A couple of guys that will be exciting to watch for sure this year. What are you most looking forward to when you think about this group in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head, right? We have a bunch of returners and some experience behind the baseball on both sides of the ball, and that surely helps when you go to have a championship season. You know, some of the things that I'm looking forward to the most is just honestly just going out and letting these guys play free. You know, baseball is such a game of ups and downs and you know, physical and mental mistakes. Try to limit the mental mistakes as much as we can, but understand that those things are going to happen too throughout the season. So giving these guys the freedom to play free, go out and play fearless, faceless opponent, and you know, show the gifts that they've been given to go showcase that.
It's exciting here. Hope College, of course, this spring. Games are free. We want to pack that house there at Boovie Stadium. And I got to ask you here tonight, Hope College crushing Adrian here on the women's basketball team. Yeah. You and Adrian Gant. Brad, are you ready to make the full transition to cheer on the Dutch?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's been an awesome experience here, and being able to, you know, be in a position that is, you know, comfortable to me. I think that's a huge, you know, plus to everything. So super excited to be here. Super excited to lead these guys into a very exciting season and see what the good Lord has in front of us.
And I'm excited to watch. Excited to see this team, and especially, you know, your coaching staff brought in some young guys as well. We'll be excited to know very experienced and younger, but also very experienced. And it's really exciting to see what things are starting to come together here for this Hope College team. And we can't wait for the spring. Maybe I'll be on some of those games, be able to follow you guys throughout the season. But with that, we'll take a break here. We got a few minutes here before halftime. We'll come back. Mike and I will be back to kind of break things down, ready for second half action. Coach Doro, thanks so much, and best of luck.
I appreciate it, man.
Snap your fingers and I'm on the scene. Come in, honey.
College is where academic greatness and a vibrant Christian tradition give students a foundation to pursue their passions and chase their life's calling. Hope ranks near the top nationally for undergraduate research, innovation, and value. Hope College is preparing students for a life of leadership and service. Learn more at hope.edu.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
Hope students are challenged to dig deeper. They're challenged to find their calling and shape their future. They're taught to empower their talents, chase their dreams, and encouraged to make a difference. The Hope student body is ready to change the world.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget Louis the Lightkeeper to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Gentex is a tech company supplying electro-optical products to the global automotive, aerospace, and fire protection industries. With focused competencies in design, vision, displays, software, and more, we're always looking for engineering talent. For our direct hire hourly production positions, we run open interviews Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 at our 58 East Riley facility in Zeeland. And our facilities, benefits, and culture are everything you'd expect from a world-class employer. Now's the time to join Team Gentex.
There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is Hope.
At Van Andel Institute, we're in a race, a relentless competition to get ahead of the diseases that affect our world. Cancer, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. We are at the forefront of research and discovery. Our global collaborations are a catalyst for big breakthroughs so that we can make the greatest impact on the health of current and future generations. Because in the race to prevent and cure some of the most insidious diseases, victory is the only option. Van Andel Institute, Innovation Unleashed.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
62-16 here as we start that second half. And a thank you to Ryan Doro, of course, and best of luck to the Hope College baseball team. A guy I've gotten to know pretty well over the last few years. And even under 30, I mean, you wouldn't expect, I mean, how much he knows about baseball. He knows more about baseball than all. I mean, he's forgotten more about baseball than I'll ever know, Mike Coleman.
Anybody who's dabbled in the minor leagues that Ryan Doro has, they pick up a few things, so it'll be a good year.
Yeah, he's had that opportunity. Obviously, played with the Texas Rangers, 24 at-bats up there, a lot of minor league ball, and he's got stories and stories and stories. You love to hear them, and a great young coaching staff that he's developed, and well, probably one of the youngest coaching staffs in the country with those guys. We're looking at some of those highlights here from the first half. Hope College just so dominant in transition there in that first half.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things very well. They're shooting the ball very well, 64%, 7 of 9 from deep, forcing turnovers, winning the rebound battle. And it's just a good recipe for success. Now you look at the score, 62-16. Obviously this game, barring an absolute miracle, but if you're Adrian, Matt, you know, there's always things to work on under first-year head coach Sam Miller. What do you talk to your players about at halftime?
Well, I look back and I think about the way they were able to play against St. Mary's. They had a 42-point second half against St. Mary's that was able to eventually give them the lead. You would hope to see, can they, especially against second-teamers at Hope College, can they have that kind of half against Hope and get more back to where they're scoring 56 points in this game? You know, after that first half, I mean, they couldn't get any ball to go in the bucket. They shot just 20% from the field there in that first half. I'm sorry, 16%.
That's a tough recipe to win any game, especially against a top 25 team in the nation like the Dutch.
Hope College shot 64% in the first half, 78% from three, just 60% from the free throw line. And here's Anna Richards driving. Dish out, Bellows. Ill-advised pass, almost stolen by Skidmore. It was off the hands. Looks like off the hands, Richard, so it will be Skidmore's ball here with Adrian.
And I don't know how long we're going to see the starters for Brian Morehouse in this third, maybe the first 5 minutes, and that might be it.
Another turnover there by Adrian. And that's been obviously something that Coach Sam Miller is going to want to work on with his team. Can they limit turnovers in games, especially in the MIAA?
Yes.
They're going to need to do that if they want to win more ball games. Top of the key. Bellows to Viss. That's high ball screen. Viss, strength and space. Can't get it to go. Bellows, three-point try from top of the key, off the mark. Rebound by Garner, off the mark. So fourth offensive try in this possession here for Hope. Driving and knifing, that's Garner, can't get it to go. Fifth try. And finally, Leah Richards ends it there.
Relentless, slashing, three-pointers, didn't give up. Fifth tries on the money.
4 offensive rebounds there just on that possession. Anna Richards, leads with 12 points here for the Dutch.
Yeah, Olivia Bellows set the table with 11 points, most of those, I think all those in the first quarter.
Another turnover there by Adrian. Coming back in the game, that's Lish. Adrian, 19 turnovers. They average 20 a game. So just shy of that mark here. Top of the key now. Garner out to Bellows. Bellows driving, dish out. Anna Richards, three-pointer. Just off the mark. Garner gets the board. Viss here driving. Picks it up and dishes down to Garner for 2. Yeah, she does.
You know, Matt, that's a great example. Sydney Viss with the young team last year led the team in scoring or was second. I think there's less pressure for her to have big games all the time. She's got a lot more weapons at her disposal with her offense.
You're totally right. Bab can't get that one to go. Off the hands of Adrian, so it will be Hope College basketball. And I think you're totally right, Mike. When you talk about Viss, last year she's shooting the ball a lot more. There's more like 12 points a game last year. And now in this offense, they just haven't needed, I mean, with the spark plug that Anna Richards has been, they just haven't needed that much from Viss. It's been able to take some of that pressure off for her to be able to kind of get comfortable in a little bit more of a diversified role.
Boy, nice basket down low by Leah Richards. She's got 9 points, 6 rebounds on 4 of 7 shooting. One of her rare starts.
Maynard's coming scores table to check in. I think they're going to get a push foul there on Sid Viss.
And to finish the conversation on Sid Viss, Matt, you know, just because she's not scoring 12 points, she plays good defense, good court awareness. She can rebound, she can facilitate. It's just she doesn't have to fire up 15 shots a game.
Viss in her junior year, and Mike, I know we've called some games together. I've had my Sid Viss stock since her freshman year. She came in off the bench, she would hit 3-pointers. I said, hey, I'll buy low. I'll buy, and I just keep buying.
That's
whatever Sid Viss stock you got for me, I'll keep buying it.
Yeah, she's dynamic. She reminds me a lot of Sydney Muller a couple years ago.
Here's Ix now in transition. Look for a bucket. Nice move to the basket. Blocked by Leah in the hands of Anna Richards now.
Yep, she went straight up for that block. Did the lean in. Good no call.
Maynard puts the ball on the floor. Thought about a 3. Anna almost stripped. Up and under there with the left. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Ix. The other way is Otto here for Adrian. There's Ix now. Nice little 2-pointer there. Adrian now with 18. 68-18 here, the Hope College lead. Garner. She's fouled there. That foul's going to be on Lish. Farmington Hills, Michigan. Hannah Lish hails from, I believe, a Detroit suburb. Can you take me there?
It is. Affirmative.
South side, north side, east side?
I want to say northwest side without a map in front of me, you bet.
Farmington Hills, St. Catherine of Siena High School. As Mike continues to be the teacher to my student about my Michigan geography, I mix up Livonia and Ionia. Now I'm just going to get a hard time the rest of the call and the rest of my time here at the Hope College
the good news or the bad news? Ionia is about 25 miles east of Grand Rapids, so it's in Ionia County, so you were close.
Here's Brunsburg now in transition. Picks it up. Gets it out to Maynard. Maynard, you want her to shoot that one. Why not?
I know you do.
Lazy for that too.
Instead, she fed her big. Blasey was presenting a big target, and she got it, but a turnover.
See the fans starting to file in here at Hope College. It's been a pretty snowy time here in West Michigan. Wherever you might be tuning in from, man, we have had blizzards for the last few days. Tons of school cancellations. No school tomorrow for most of the schools here in West Michigan. But nonetheless, it can't deter any of these Dutch and Knight graduates from coming here to Voss Fieldhouse for this game.
We're going to have a big contingency on YouTube tonight. We welcome all the Calvin and Hope fans that will be checking in. And I heard it all day long. My full disclosure, number 2 on the day, my wife, a proud Calvinista, as I call her. Or Calvinite.
And we will be impartial on that broadcast here, of course, with the Hope College Sports Network. With 2 fantastic university and college and unbelievable graduates, and the impact that all of them have had here in the West Michigan area, especially, and across the country, wherever you might be tuning in from.
You bet.
We appreciate you being here with us tonight. 70-18 now. Hope College leads Adrian. Lish driving with a step there, and that's a good take. Just a little late on the help side D there by Maynard and Petrolia.
Yeah, good penetration. Lish took it to the rack. Good basket for Adrian.
Maynard gives it up to Petrolia. Brunsburg on the left side. Maynard with space. I think they're going to get an offensive foul there on Petrolia. Probably a moving screen violation there.
Yeah, you can just tell by the body language of Petrolia.
So 70-20 here. Why don't we take a timeout here? 4:37 to play in the third. We'll be right back here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
Hope College is where academic greatness and a vibrant Christian tradition give students a foundation to pursue their passions and chase their life's calling. Hope ranks near the top nationally for undergraduate research, innovation, and value. Hope College is preparing students for a life of leadership and service. Learn more at hope.edu.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, Hope College leads 70-20. Mike, when we look around that MIAA action, of course, we talked about games tonight, 7 p.m. Alma and Kalamazoo. In Kalamazoo, Michigan, Olivet at Trine, and St. Mary's at Albion.
Matthew, I'm trying to get some updated scores on the MIAA website, but I'm getting no participation. I'm not getting a participation medal from the MIAA website, but trying to get some updated scores, I think, to no avail.
Well, and some of those also being upcoming start time.
That's right,
7 p.m. Of course, this one's starting a little bit sooner than normal because of the Hope-Calvin rivalry game at 7:30. So we'll see if we can get those updates for you throughout the night. But looking ahead at MIAA play, Mike, it's all roads leading to Trine and Calvin for Hope. And Adrian really going to be fighting for that 4th spot to be able to get into the MIAA tournament.
Agreed. Absolutely true. Hope College, they'll play the likes of Albion. They'll host Olivet this Saturday, but then they'll be at Albion before they host Calvin on February 1st. So it's coming up.
In transition, there's a steal. Take there by Hannah Lish. Nice 2-pointer there by her. In the ball game here for Hope, that's La Prairie, Maynard, Brunsburg, Blasey, and Petrolia.
So all the starters out here late in this 3rd frame.
Petrolia driving kick. And here's Maynard down there probing. Gets it out to Petrolia. Petrolia trying to go to work there. Jenna Tierman. La Prairie now driving. Oh. Nice move. She's got 8.
Wow. That might be a career high. I'm going to get on that here. Hang tight. It is. She had 7 against Loris and Kalamazoo. Career high for La Prairie.
There in the corner there, that's Darby Liner. She's getting out of that trap, gets the ball to Ix. Down in the wing. There's Otto for 3. Yeah, nice shot.
Wow, showing some good prowess in the corner. She had 10 points and 5 rebounds in the last game against St. Mary's.
Petrolia here driving. Try to square her body up a little bit. Can't get that to go. Here's Adrian in transition. That's Tierman. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Petrolia. Maynard's fouled there. That one's going to be on Otto.
My goodness, here come the few of the starters back in. Viss, Garner, Bellows, to name a few.
Yeah, Viss, Garner, Bellows back in. It looks like that's alongside Anna Richards.
And Lily
alongside
Miller.
Lily Miller. So a little bit of a different setup here. It looks like Coach Morehouse wants to see Miller in there with the starters. See how that look is. Of course, Leah Richards rounding out that starting lineup.
And I guess it's good to experiment at a game like this, Matt. You're up big, chance to mix and match a few lineups you haven't used before.
Absolutely, and here's Viss, right side. Driving almost stripped there. It's going to stay here with Hope College.
Boy, I've been impressed with Otto and Lish on both ends of the court for Adrian here in this 3rd frame. Kind of getting into the rhythm of this game, even though it's out of hand.
So Ix leading for Adrian with 8, and that's Hannah Lish with 7. Bab adds 5. You talked about there in that first half, really wanting Bab to contribute a little bit more offensively. That's the drive there by Bellows. She's fouled on the way up. She'll be at the free throw line here.
No surprise, Bellows going to the rack on the replay. Split 2 black jerseys, went down, but I like the underhand scoop, kept it out of the way. Now a chance to earn it at the free throw line.
She's been really good at that. And as we look ahead to Saturday here, the MIAA matchups, that's Calvin and at St. Mary's, Albion at Trine, Olivet at Hope, and Adrian at Alma. I will be on that Olivet at Hope call. Will you be back here with me on Saturday?
I will not. I'll be with you in spirit. I will not be here this Saturday to help you on that call.
So we'll see who's back here on that one with me on Saturday. Nonetheless, Mike, we will miss you.
Well, I'm going to give a prop out to Lucas Shelton, who helped out with the broadcast.
He's fantastic.
Saturday. Great insight, learned a lot of things. I didn't realize he was Eli Schoonveld's brother-in-law, who plays on the Hope men's team, and married to Kennedy Schoonveld, who was part of that national championship in 2022. Solid young man, great broadcaster.
Lucas does a fantastic job.
He does.
In your place, I mean, I was able to get Lucas Shelton, able to get Casey Rutledge, some of the best in the biz.
One of the best. I'll tell you, I called a lot of games with Casey Rutledge over the years. He should be in big-time radio.
And you're on the Hope Sports Network, man. We don't miss a beat.
Bringing you the finest in entertainment and the best talent we can afford.
Sid Viss at the free throw line. Gets the first to go.
83% for Sidney Viss, averaging 7.5 points and 4 rebounds.
Can't get the second. Lily Miller almost gets that rebound there. Here in transition, Adrian down to Ix. Miller just so tall. They can't get that one to go. Rebound by Viss.
I like how Viss tore it on the rebound, kept it up to keep it out of the reach of the Adrian defender.
Stars with the last look. Maybe some of the last minutes we'll see from them so far.
Agreed.
So we got 1:42 to play here in the third. Garner driving. She's got space, up for 2 easily.
Boy, Garner filling up the stat sheet. 8 points, but 5 rebounds, 3 assists. How about 3 steals for the senior?
Top the key now, and here's Lish. Dribble driving, stop and pop. Lily Miller with the board.
Shooting better is Adrian in the third, 46% on 5 of 11 shooting.
Ooh,
so
Viss wanted that three-pointer.
She did.
Sorry about that,
no,
Mike.
It's good.
Finish that thought.
No, Adrian shooting better, a moot point, but great play by Viss. She sold the fake and took it in for the high percentage look.
Hope College, 51-point lead here at DeVos Fieldhouse. See the faithful Knights and Dutch fans here filing in for that Hope Calvin game here at 7:30. Mike, could not be more excited for that one.
We're going to have the Calvin youth off to our left making a whole lot of noise, the student section.
I can't wait. A nice little transition move there. That's Tierman for 2. And just 16 in the first half. They've already got 13 second half points here, so a little bit better third quarter for Adrian. So let's see if Lish can get this one to go in transition, and she does.
Yeah, just looking for some improvement in the second half. Make a few baskets, play strong D, work on your fundamentals. A lot of basketball left in this season.
Here's Bellows, three-pointer, off the mark. Rebound by Garner. And that will be, it looks like that shot does not go as time expires there. 78-31 is the Hope College lead at the end of 3. And Mike, we will take a break. We'll talk about some of that fourth quarter action, as well as looking ahead to that 7:30 matchup. The men's team, Hope College, playing Calvin at 7:30.
Sports, like healthcare, requires commitment, teamwork, and excellence. That's why Hope College selected Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics to provide athletic training and physical therapy for all Hope College athletes. Get the care you deserve. Trust the team that exceeds expectations. The Holland Hospital and Shoreline Orthopedics Sports Medicine Collaborative.
Hope students are challenged to dig deeper. They're challenged to find their calling and shape their future. They're taught to empower their talents, chase their dreams, and encouraged to make a difference. The Hope student body is ready to change the world.
My name is Megan Bigelow, and during my time there, I was on the Hope women's soccer team. I decided to choose Hope because of the opportunity to be involved in multiple things. I didn't want to go somewhere where I was just a number in the field. I was able to double major, experience both a business academic load as well as economics. I loved the opportunity to really get to know my professors. Hope exceeded my expectations.
I'm Nate Bauman. As an invested community partner, we're proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
Back here to Voss. That's 3-point try. Miss by Lish. Rebound here by Adrian. 78-31 to start this fourth quarter. The dish down there by Ix. Nice pass to Babb. Just off the front iron, back by Ix. She gets it to go.
And successful on the first zone of the night we've seen from Hope defensively. So the two bigs working very well together for Adrian to start things off in the fourth.
Mike, in those first 3 quarters of play, as we look kind of at these stat sheets, what are some things that stand out to you?
Well, cutting down on the turnovers by Adrian was huge because that kind of wrecked their first half. But they've taken care of the basketball. They've shot a little bit better, and they forced Hope to shoot a little bit worse than they did in the first half. So all those little tidbits adding up to a decent third quarter for Adrian, where they were outscored just 16-15.
Yeah, you got to look at these things in 2 halves of play, right? I mean, with the game getting out of hand just at halftime, for Adrian to be able to look at things and see, hey, in that third quarter play, shot 47% from the field, 50% from 3. A little bit better, a little bit something that you can kind of work with.
Absolutely, something to hang your hat on before we get into the next game on Saturday.
Garner gets that free throw to go. Skidmore here. Still the starters in there for Adrian as well. They've played a few subs today. It's been a lot of minutes by that starting 5. A lot of Babb, Ix, Skidmore, Lish, and Otto. Here's Babb now. Hope College trying a little different defense here. They're set up in a 2-3 zone, and Bellows gets the block on that 3-point try. Sets up offense. You wonder what Coach Morehouse wants to see there with his starters. Try out that 2-3 zone, see if it can be effective.
Interesting.
It's very unlike him.
A little surprised to see them in, to be honest with you.
Drive there by Viss. Can't get it to go. It just hasn't been her night around the rim.
No. Good box out for the offensive rebound by Leah Richards, a freshman for Hope. Look at that.
Nice. Leah Richards once again. Great. Rebound brought down by Ix. The other way. Here's Babb. Trying to drive, create space. Goes right up into Leah Richards. She's blocked there. You're going to call that a tie-up. It will be Hope College basketball.
Leah Richards with 7 rebounds in this game, and a rare start for her in just 16 minutes. 11 points, 5 of 8 shooting gets my attention as well.
Around the top of the key. Driving now is Anna. Dish out to Garner. It's there to Leah. Here's Anna Richards. 3-point try. Yeah. Ooh, she's money. And she's got 15 so far here today.
My goodness. And that 3-pointer ties her for a career high with 3 3-pointers made today.
Here's around the Adrian offense. Garner trying to get that offensive charge call, but Ix just gets her own rebound, puts it back.
Yeah, Ix is good size down low. She's pretty savvy. Didn't really get a chance to do her thing in the first half, but we're seeing her talent here in the second.
Good drive there by Bellows. She's fouled on her way up, so we got a 1-and-1 play. Couple subs coming in here. It looks like for Hope, they're going to do those hockey subs. That's Maynard, Guy, Brunsberg, Petrolia, and La Prairie. We see that replay there. A little highlight reel from those starters.
Yeah, that was that basket by Sydney Viss. Just wonderful penetration. Good kick out there. Look at that 3-ball floater.
Anna's got a beautiful shot.
She does.
And Mike here, we'll go over there in the pregame as well of that Hope Calvin game. But for those that are with us here so far early, I mean, what are some things that you're really excited to see when it comes to this Hope Calvin men's game?
Here's the thing. I look at Calvin. They're without their All-American Jalen Overway. He's out with an ACL tear, which he suffered in the last game last year. So he's got a red shirt. But Calvin has learned how to play different style of basketball. They got a lot of experience back. They got a transfer from Kalamazoo. They're a good team. Very athletic. They can shoot the ball. They're going to cause problems defensively. They always rebound well under Bill Saul. Hope College is going to have to find a way to make some shots. I don't look for a high-scoring game in that one.
I agree there. I know you and I had a chance to talk a little bit yesterday. I had a chance to talk a little bit to Coach Mitchell today. Justice Mims is playing today, which is big. He's coming off a little bit of a sprained ankle that limited him on Saturday, but he is back in action.
Yeah, we giveth and taketh away. We lose Josh Decker for another game, and the flu bug's been dancing around a little bit with the Flying Dutchman. Ben Wagger, Eli Schoonveld, who factor in little less than 100% tonight.
Nonetheless, here at DeVos, I'm sure the excitement will get you going for plus 20% of whatever you got. You're able to give your 100.
One of the best venues in college basketball right here.
That's right, and you've got the 214th edition of this rivalry game. What a storied rivalry. We've seen it. Now we get to experience it in football, which is exciting.
That's true.
But of course, here in DeVos Fieldhouse, for the last 19 years, it's just been an absolutely fantastic rivalry, and I've seen so many of these games as well. It could never be more exciting.
And what I've loved about the rivalry is no home game is a guarantee, because they've done very well on other people's courts.
Absolutely. 111 to 102 is Hope College's lead on the men's side of things over Calvin, but it just feels like any game can be anybody's. Last year, Hope, of course, taking 2 of 3.
Oh, my goodness.
But those were just fantastic games.
Well, Hope is really at Calvin's number. They've won 8 of the last 10, and they've met in the last 3 MIAA tournaments. And Calvin was ranked all 3 years, and Hope just pulled the rug out from under a very good Calvin team all 3 years in tournament wins.
Yeah, and it's just a testament of what Coach Saul has been able to build. For them to lose their All-American, the guy that just seems to be the killer of all in Jalen Overway, 6'10", 250, so demanding. We see this replay here. Grayson Guy getting her rebound, get that put back there. But for Coach Saul to be able to make that adjustment there without him and still be a team that is as good as they are at 9-6, be one of the 3 best teams in the MIAA.
Well, you start the season 0-5, second toughest schedule in the nation based on our sources, and they're pretty valid. I think they had an Overway hangover trying to figure out how to play without him. Well, they've won 8 straight. To be 9-6 and ranked 30th in the nation tells you how much the voters think of the Calvin team.
Back here at DeVos, Hope College with a 50-point lead. It's still a lot of those starters in there for Adrian. Getting their minutes, but in here for Hope, it's that second team.
Well, Adrian has shored up the basketball, just 7 turnovers in the second half, which is still a substantial sum. But they had 18 in the first half, and that did not help their cause.
A lot better basketball that Adrian has played here in this third quarter as Prairie there again. She had 8. Grayson Guy with the putback.
Ooh. How about 19 offensive rebounds for this Dutch team? Relentless, pounding the board.
Katie Blasey now to check in. Probably the sub for Guy. So that's Bab that gets that one to go.
Yeah, tough night for Bab. Early foul trouble, just 1 for 8 from the field before that make.
Maynard's picked up there by Bab. She can't get that one to go, so here comes Adrian going the other way. Steal there by La Prairie. They're going to get a jump ball action there, so it's going to stay with Adrian.
You know, La Prairie might be a name to hang your hat on, Matt, because, like we said, little by little, she's getting more playing time in that 10-person rotation. And La Prairie, just 6 minutes a game, but she's averaging 3 points. You get a point every, that kind of ratio. That's good stuff.
And you think of a team, too, the next year, I mean, they're going to lose Bellows, and they're going to lose Garner out of that starting lineup. So you expect Maynard to probably file in her junior year in that starting lineup.
Agreed.
As the starting guard, but they're going to need somebody else to step up, and it seems like La Prairie could be that for the Dutch. Maynard gets that one to go.
And if you're in the rotation, that means the top 10 that Brian Morehouse puts on the court in those rotations, you're going to get a lot of minutes in that second 5.
Here's Skidmore now driving with space. Good move there. She's going to get an and 1 opportunity here.
How about that? 11 of 26 shooting for Adrian, showing some signs of life offensively.
4:35 to play as we see this replay here. Skidmore, nice move on that and 1. We're going to head right into last time out here with 4:35 to play. We'll be back here at DeVos breaking things down.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Are you thinking about buying, selling, or refinancing? Your title agency matters, and you have a choice. Lighthouse Title started in Holland, Michigan more than 20 years ago and has grown to over 45 locations. We are proud to be local in these communities. Visit Lighthouse Title for more information and use our online widget, Louie the Lightkeeper, to chat with someone today about how we can help you close on your new home.
Back here to Voss. And that background music, Mike Coleman, brought to you by none other than DJ Bobby G. Bobby G, one of the best DJs here in West Michigan. Just getting up and coming. He was here for a game a few weeks ago. And he does an awesome job, and he's going to bring the juice here for this game, create an awesome atmosphere. Kind of reminds me of those Super Tuesdays. Do you remember a few years ago you would catch Dickie V out on Super Tuesday there on ESPN, except nonetheless we're Super Wednesday tonight. It'd be like Duke hosting North Carolina, 9 p.m. Tuesday night. Ask Mom and Dad if I can stay up late to watch it.
What'd they say?
They always said yes.
That's good, clean family fun right there.
Only one I can remember. I remember Michigan-Purdue game. This is 2013. Glenn Robinson's hitting the last second shot. And I'm yelling downstairs. It's 11 p.m. And my mom's telling me, Matt, you cannot yell in my house that loud.
Mom, what's the score?
Hey, but Michigan won the game, so.
How do you remember that?
2013, I remember that team so well, that Glenn Robinson and Tim Hardaway Jr.,
That's
Mitch
right.
McGarry.
Tim Hardaway Jr. playing with the Pistons right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice shot there. Skidmore, nothing but net. Gets that one to go. Man, we could go for days. I could bring you back 30 years of national basketball NCAA champions for you. Yeah, I may not know any cities in Michigan. I may need you for Michigan geography. I don't need you for national champions.
How can you go back 30 years when you're not even 30? That's what I want to know.
Just about.
I can go back to, let me see, of a recollection, probably to the Nixon administration. There we go. Back when we had one type of tennis shoe, the Converse.
You were there live for Valvano.
Before the three-point line. How about that?
Well, what did I say last game? I said it was you and Naismith, right?
That's right.
You saw the peach basket get made?
That's right.
Back here at DeVos, 93-46. So we're wrapping up this matchup. Fans filing in here at DeVos. Here's Blasey driving. She's blocked by Babb.
Babb with 4 rejections in this game. By the way, Ix has fouled out with 14 points and 11 rebounds for a solid double-double, though, by the Adrian Jr. out of Livonia Stevenson High School.
Livonia, not to be confused with Ionia.
That's
we
right.
already went over that one. A nice shot there. Get that one for Lily Miller. She finds her way on the board. She's got 2.
She was the only Hope player who did not score a point. Everybody who's played has scored for Hope.
Very balanced team effort here as they're just shy of 100 points in this matchup. Brunsberg gets the rebound. Hope been dominant in all facets of the game so far today. Shooting percentage, 3-point percentage, shooting 51% from the field, 57 from 3. Fantastic game by the Dutch.
And just 10 turnovers. They've really shored up the turnovers this year overall.
So, like we said, we'll be back on Saturday. Poster giveaway day here at DeVos Fieldhouse. I know you will not be on that call. I will be here for that matchup. That's a 3 p.m. game. Hope College will be hosting Olivet.
And an interesting game for Adrian. They're going to be in Alma on Saturday, and that's a chance for them to take a game over a Scott team and just kind of hang around, hopefully make that tournament. Adrian's been successful the last few years to stay in the tournament.
They're hanging around. It's Albion is that 4th team there. We said Trine 7-0, Hope 6-1, Calvin 6-2. Albion 4-3 with that 4 seed right now. But it's Alma and Adrian right there at 3 and 4. Olivet just 2 and 5. St. Mary's 1 and 6. K College is winless in the MIAA. Coach Miller's going to go to his second team and get some minutes here.
You bet.
Under 2 to play.
Offensive foul. Too much room for Grayson Guy. She had a head of steam for Hope.
Olivet will have their hands up. Hands filled up. I mean, they got Trine tonight on the road, then Hope on the road on Saturday. Now, that's a tough 2-game stretch.
That is a tough 2-game stretch indeed.
And I mean, what can you say about the way, those fans listening here, if it's on the men's side, women's side, the way Trine has been able to build such a great program over the last 3 years. They obviously have a fantastic building, the MTI Center there in Angola. But man, Trine is just, they're building something really special.
And to be honest with you, they're a team that they don't get a lot of teams. They don't get a lot of teams from outside the state of Indiana. They're kind of a homegrown university. There's so much talent, as you know, being from Indiana, that they haven't had to go outside that. And it's been kind of nice for them.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
Side.
I couldn't speak high enough about the level of high school basketball in central Indiana, as well as in the outskirts, all the way up to Mishawaka, all the way down to Terre Haute. Just unbelievable high school basketball there. I tell you every broadcast, if you're from Indiana, you know how to shoot. Point blank.
That is a fact.
You're born with a basketball in your manger.
Is that right? Manger.
95-46. We got less than a minute to play here. Here's the Prairie scrounging for it. You're in transition. Brunsburg for 2, gets it to go. Hope trying to get to that century mark before it's all said and done.
They've done it a few times over the past few years. They had 99 against Wilmington in the season opener, but 23 seconds left. We'll see.
Last possession here for Adrian. Right side drive in there. That's McKenna Johnson. Puts it over, up. Good look there by Bakowitz, but nonetheless, 97-46 is the Hope College victory. And Mike, they were all but dominant the entirety of this game from start to finish, starting with that 7-0 lead to begin with. Adrian, the early timeout, and since that, it's just been nothing but Hope College.
Yeah, a lot of contributions by this team today. You talked about the fast start, Matt, taking care of business. They've won 55 straight against Adrian. Really no surprise, but I like the fact that Hope kept it going. They worked on things. They didn't have a lot of turnovers. They didn't get sloppy in the second half. That's just a solid win for Brian Morehouse and crew.
So that wraps it up here at DeVos. We got game 2, the rivalry. Hope Calvin here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Fans are filing in. That game will get started in just under 30 minutes. But until then, Mike, we'll switch over to the other broadcast. We'll get that one going about 10 minutes before game time. Plenty of time for you and I to chop it up on the men's side of things. But why don't you switch over to that broadcast here on the YouTube channel. We'll be back with you about 20 minutes.
Sounds like a plan, partner.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth. By leading with inspired compassion. By embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all. By serving with anchored conviction. Using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world. And hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.